Peace, peace. What's going on? We're on the Sample Challenge Reviews 214 after show. We got people in here. Some people wasn't able to make it. Some people might pop in while we're still doing it because it was a top 7, and it was me and Rocco's picks. And a few brothers, a couple brothers are in here because they're part of a group that are together. But yeah, Berg, what's up, my brother, man?
What up?
Was good. Was We missed you yesterday, but I know you had something. But you know what I mean. You was in with us last week, so and you said if we did it today, you would have been able to do it. But we wanted to get it over
Yeah.
with yesterday. We knew it was gonna be long. You know what I'm saying? Because this new format, and I know it seems like since we've been doing this, we're getting more submissions. You know what I mean? I was hoping it wasn't gonna do the opposite because now we're getting more criticism and a producer might hear that and like not want to get in it because that's like, oh, he didn't like my beat. Fuck them. You know what I mean? I don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? That's I know being direct and being truthful is the way to be, but sometimes people can't take that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know like you always say like if you can't take it, then why are you competing and shit? But to me, I don't look at it as I look at it as competition with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not competition with everybody else because you're proving to yourself like, yo, I got to get better. Because you never get to the best. If you're a true artist, you never get to your best. You're always trying to become the best. You know what I'm saying? On your own. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I would also say though, Chris, that like I see what you're saying. Like you don't want there to be the whole back and forth beef and
yeah,
now
yeah,
people don't like each other and all that extra shit. But at the same time, though, I mean, fire emojis are only gonna take you so far with your craft. Like you do need somebody from time to time to like constructively break down your shit for you and let you know the little areas where you could use a little help or attention to detail on this, that, or the other. Like that stuff is necessary for all of us to grow and develop.
yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
personally, I love the new concept, and I think uh, the review part is a big part of it because, as you say, that's the way we grow, and it's okay to criticize and come with constructive criticism. It's not like anyone's gonna laugh at each other
But yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
ridicule.
like IU was saying, he was like, "Yo, if the beat's fucking whack, stop playing it after like a minute." I'm like, I can't do that. These guys took their time to get their 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, even if it's like repetitive. But he goes, it's the same thing. We're just waiting, listening to it longer and shit. I'm like, but I told everybody 2 minutes, so I give them their 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Maybe well, in the new format, uh, it's it stretches over 3-4 hours. Maybe
Yeah.
we should do like a minute.
Yeah, I was talking with Rocco about that. Maybe a minute and a half. Like
Yeah,
what we did,
Yeah.
like we did on the 200th. If we hit over a certain amount, we're gonna go to a minute and a half. Even you can still submit the 2 minutes, but be
yeah,
prepared that don't try to do something in a minute and in 40 seconds. You know what I mean? Try to get it as quick as I like the quickest possible. I think a minute and a
Yeah.
half is dope.
A lot of times the only problem with that is you're a lot of times you can get locked into a BPM. You know what I mean? There's only a handful of BPMs that you could fit like
Mhm.
particular structures, like have a intro, you know what I mean, a verse section, a chorus section, and then maybe a breakdown. Like you're locked into like a certain parameter in terms of BPM, unless you switch up the format, you decide to go different with it or whatever. But more importantly, you want to show at least a few different pieces of where it could be if it was an actual song or something. I know this is just a showcase format, so anything really goes.
Hmm.
But it can be difficult in terms of like just doing different shit.
Yeah, the 2 minute.
But
Plus,
but but
plus
I
you're probably gonna have people skipping intros and just start.
Yeah, just all of a sudden,
Yeah,
boom, beats
yeah,
on, and
hmm
that's it.
hmm
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, the two
So,
minute one.
but I also get it. You don't want like 4 or 5 hour shows where people zone
Yeah,
out
get
after
bored. Yeah,
two.
yeah, it's too long.
Mm.
Yeah. They're saying
yeah.
about the behind
Because
the board, so it's too long sometimes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
and how realistic is it to keep making 4 hours show when everybody's joining and everybody who is on a Zoom chat is going to stick with it through the whole 4 hours.
Yeah. That's why I use I could do a couple more. I gotta go. I can't sit through this whole thing and shit. The thing is, when we do that in between, the in between shit could be a minute or 2 minutes talking. You know what I'm saying? And that just, you know what I mean. You don't want to hear when your people were there's 6 of us talking over a beat. It sounds crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. So
yeah, that's another thing too. Let the beat play respectively. You know what I mean, and just hear it out, start to finish, and then come in with the extra after.
Word.
There's a lot of people get tight when their beat gets talked over.
Yeah, I know.
They get super tight.
Beat Nerd said it before. He's like, "Yo, the beat's playing. Stop talking." I'm like,
it sort of depends on the mic volume as well with that.
Yeah, because sometimes you can't hear the person talking, right? Especially with the Zoom.
And sometimes
I think it's I think it's attention to detail thing. I think they put a X amount of work into this beat. You know what I mean? Like if you made a 2-hour little hour something and just submitted it, then you really don't care. You know what I mean? But if you really, really put your heart and soul into something and somebody's talking through it, it's like, I don't know if you've ever been anywhere where you had some music prepared and somebody asked you about it and they want to hear it and then they talk to you the whole entire time and lyrical content, you have to be full 100% focused and engaged in what you're listening to pick up everything. And you know what I mean? And if it's some advanced shit, you might have to listen to it a few times. So if somebody just, as soon as the intro comes on, they start talking, it's kind of rude. You know what I mean?
Think about it too. It's the same thing. You ever play music in your car and you're excited to show someone something, and then they turn it down. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking showing you this shit.
Yeah. And they don't catch a hint that you ran it back 4 times already.
Yeah, that's it.
But I feel like it's a thing we need to think about because I don't think it's going to last realistically if we keep it to 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, no, that's how we started. That's how our shows was when we started.
Yeah,
I think the only other solution is to do the live thing, do the whole show, bang it out, however long it takes, and then just break up the show into segments. If you can possibly find a way to edit the footage and just do beat 1 through 10, beat 10, you know what I mean? And just make it.
Sometimes that might take where I won't post it to Sunday night or something. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So
no, but it's also gonna equal to more views. You know what I'm saying? More traffic and stuff like that.
I mean, people can always skim through the shit, and you know what I mean? Because a lot of producers do it, and I know a lot of producers ain't gonna admit it. They'll probably try to find when their beat's getting played, and then they'll listen to the reaction, then they won't watch it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I had people hit me up. What number was I again you played? Because, we used to go down. You know what I mean? Now you never know when your beat's going to come on because I do that shit purposely because you want to okay, did my beat get played yet? You know what I mean? I try to sporadically change the fucking numbers and shit so you don't know when it's played and shit. But we'll figure that out. But let's take it to BERG is here. We have 773 beats, I think, this week, and we need a let me get my thing ready. Who is number 7?
Number 7 is Lazypro.
Lazypro. We haven't had Lazypro in here in a minute either. Let's play Lazypro for a minute. Let's go.
No, I don't have the time, man.
It never really mattered too much to me. That I was just too damn old to MC. All that really mattered was if your rhymes was ill. Girl, that's all that really mattered to me.
What's up, man? What's up? I ain't your baby.
Yo, that was you rhyming in the beginning?
No, it was MF Doom.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's the intro of
It
Great
was that
Day
guy.
from the Mad Villain
Mhm.
album.
Oh shit.
And I kind of made a mistake to try to beat with the whole acapella, which fitted nicely, but I just kept listening to the the remix. And I think if I put more time into actually beat making, I would have made another transition, or maybe a few other patterns. But I think it was good enough to hold hold itself up. So
All right. So, yo, you bet you was in the
and
album just before. I'm almost right. But update. What do you use to make beats again?
I use Renoise. It's a tracker program.
I used to use Renoise.
Nice.
Some people use it to sequence things and loop things and then export it to other DAWs, but I don't. I just from start to finish I work in Renoise. I've used it so long now that I probably it's an illusion, but I think I mastered that shit. But it's also a money thing, I just I don't want to put the money into learning something else. So Renoise is my thing. Yeah.
All right. Berg, what was the reason?
Uh, the beat just spoke to me, the whole vibe of it, and yeah.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations, Lazy man. That's what's up. Who was number 6?
Number 6 was Sharpshooters.
Essence. He said he wasn't able to make it. They called him in to work. Let's play Essence. That shit was hard, man. Essence is real fucking soulful, man. I like
Yeah.
Essence, man.
A lot of ballads, hip hop ballads.
Yeah, Doc Spliff brought him to the producer's corner, man. That's his man from back in the days and shit.
Yeah. Still doing it.
He's like, stress this guy when he gets nice. Watch, he's gonna be nice and shit. I said, all right.
Yeah, I had to resurrect him out of his hole, yo. He was just chilling, doing a whole lot of nothing. I was like, yo, you still making beats? He's like, oh, a little something, but I don't really. And I'm like, hold on, we about to change all that. And that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Good thing you
back
did.
Up and it's been heavy ever since, man. He's been fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Essence, man. So what was that reason, Bert?
I just heard that first note of that bass with the distorted bass. It just sold me, and from there on out, it was just And then I have to say, it was fucking difficult to pick either one of you because I had like a top 20. So I spent 2 days listening to everybody's material for like 2, 3, 4 times. So y'all guys could end up, at first, all of you.
So we got to go to, shout out to Essence, number 5.
Marshtini,
and he wasn't able to make it too. He told me he wasn't sure last night, but he told me, shout out to Marshtini because he actually, IU wanted his beat. IU was actually calling me last night saying, "Yo, what's up? I need this beat. I want to write. I want to write. I need that beat."
Yeah, he got it.
That's what's up. And he hit me up. He's like, "Yo, I appreciate this shit." I said, "That's why you guys got to get in these challenges. Now you're never gonna know what's gonna happen." You know what I'm saying? If I'm bringing these people in the show when they're watching that shit, I didn't know IU was gonna even say he wanted to rhyme to anything. I just want him to be there just to critique. You know what I mean? Like, boom, and where's Marshtini? Here's Marshtini. Soon as he heard
There was a love that was warm to the touch. Where did it go? I swear I don't know. It's so cold.
Marshtini, shout out to Marshtini, man. Damn. So what was that reason?
I'm gonna repeat myself every beat. But, you know, it was dope. Yeah, pure boom bap.
Hell yeah! So let's take it to beat number 4.
Another Norwegian, Pariah.
Pariah Rebel, and he's in the.
That's probably one of my favorite drum lines ever of all time.
Oh, Pariah?
No, the last one that Marshtini used, like that drum, just I don't know what it is. I gotta tire myself from using it on every beat, yo. I swear.
All right, hold up. Marshtini, what up? Pariah. How them drums hit, man. That shit knocks.
Yeah.
Talking about pure boom bap.
Yeah.
I want to hear Nas on that or something.
Oh wow. but I cringe when I hear the mix because I really don't like where the bass is set. It's too much, I think. But yeah, it is what it is.
BERG, you want me to keep asking you?
Yeah, Pariah knows why I picked him. I think, but it was a little bit more variation of the sample, and yeah.
All right, so
thanks, man.
Congratulations, Pariah. All right, so we got to number 3, right?
Yeah, number 3, I had STEEZ NUTZ.
STEEZ NUTZ. And I told him, he said he's at work. He said he was going to try to come in because he hasn't been in. Where is STEEZ at? He sent me his beat like he ain't sent it to me, and I already had it. Like, but here it is. He tells it message. STEEZ Nuts. Oh man, I didn't realize STEEZ have won 4 times. I didn't realize when I was because I was putting the. That's crazy. But yeah, you got the reason. I mean,
Yeah, it was different. It was hard. It was different. It had everything to surprise me, and yeah, I really liked it.
all right, so let's take it. Start with the STEEZ Nuts. We're going to number 2, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit was dope, yo. That shit was real dope.
This is last minute last minute contenders, I have to say. The Leftovas.
Yeah,
I have to shift my whole fucking list around because of you guys.
Yo,
Oh shit.
thing about too is I didn't understand, like, Geology said he did a beat with the Leftovas, and then there's a Leftovas beat. So I'm like, out of this 2 different beats, like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, Doc?
No, see, I could explain it real quick. See, what had happened was we did we arranged everything or whatever, or we didn't arrange anything. We had just a whole bunch of stems all thrown together, and that we what was it, Shashan, Eli's, Super Ugly, and Corey. We all got together, threw in a whole bunch of stems or whatever, chopped up the sample up and down, whatever. And then so we had a lot of material. We had like 27 stems. So what we initially were going to do is Geology was going to make half the beat and I was going to make half the beat, and we were just going to put it together as a 2-parter. But as time went on, we had less and less time to do it. So he ended up pretty much like finishing last minute a rendition, and I did a rendition as well of the arrangement of all the stems in there. And so when it came down to it, he's like, well, I got a beat and you got a beat now. He's like, I got, like I want to submit it still. So I was like, all right. I was like, just, throw it up there. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So that was it basically. So that was his rendition, and then my rendition.
Oh, okay. And we got Shashan in here too, part of the
Yep.
What up, Shashan, man? I'm waiting to hear a Shashan beat though. I like Shashan beats too. You know what I'm saying?
Shashan has actually done he's done the arrangement on a few of these joints. Like, so some of our best joints, Shashan has done the arrangement on.
Stop saying that.
Nah, it's 100% true, bro. I can't not give you your flowers. Like, that's the cool thing about it, is that there's a few beats or whatever that we've done, like, we chuck in all the stems or whatever, but you're not beholden to use everything. Just use whatever works for you in your process. So there could be 30 stems in there, but if you only feel like 6 of them are, creating the proper vibe and all that, then that's, it's fair game to do whatever. So we just chuck up and stuff in there, ideas.
In that process, who makes the executive decision to put out whatever you put out?
Sometimes it could just be a solo experience. Very rarely though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be some real last minute rush shit. But a lot of times, like I said, so it'll start, somebody will chop up the sample, we'll find out what the key is, and then once we got the key locked in, everybody just goes in. So, a lot of times there'll be the sample, and then somebody else will take and chop the sample, or take another sample and pitch it to whatever, and then chop that sample and throw little bits and pieces. And then the rest is just, additional instrumentation, drum choices, all that other stuff. And everybody just throws in stuff, sound effects, whatever. And when it's all said and done, whoever decides to arrange it, they go in and then they arrange it. So they pretty much have eminent domain over what goes where and all that. And then occasionally we'll set up a Zoom and we'll go through it, and we'll be like I'll be like, hey guys, or whatever, I got this one little part, like, what do you think of this? Or Shashan will be like, hey, having a little trouble with this or that or whatever, what do you think in this place? I'm kind of stuck. And then so just jump in. And so I mean, in those moments it's more inclusive, but a lot of times, I mean, like I said, it's like we have confidence that any one of us could pull off the job. So
yeah, right. Cool. Sounds cool, man.
Yeah. Oh, and I also wanted to use this opportunity to real quick to yo, we would love to collab with any one of y'all, especially everyone that's in this group. It's real easy to do. It's not difficult. And the main premise being that one of y'all do the arrangement. You know what I'm saying? So like we'll throw in all the stuff. We'll show you our process, how we do it. And then we would love to see one of y'all do the arrangement with all the cool shit that we throw in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be extra dope.
Yeah, let me play the beat. Hold on.
Yeah.
The beat. Red October 2.
Leftovas.
Man, that shit was crazy.
Nice. Yeah. I just want to ask, do you all use the same hardware / software or?
No, yeah, it's the same software. It's a company. It's called Mixed in Key, and the plugin that they use is Satellite, and it's free.
Sounds interesting.
So yeah, you don't got to pay $1 for it as long as you have a DAW. And it works with any DAW too, and I mean any. Like everybody all uses different stuff. Shashian uses Studio One and FL. I use Machine, Luna, FL, whatever I can get my hands on, whatever I feel like making a beat on. And Elias uses Ableton, Super Ugly uses Ableton. You know what I mean? So we all use different DAWs. The DAW doesn't matter. It's just you just chuck in the stuff in the session and that's it. Actually, we're gonna come out with a video soon, probably in another week or two, and just like a step-by-step tutorial on like how we, go about the process and how actually extremely user-friendly it is. You don't need any type of particular skill set except for to hit record, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's real easy to use.
All right, let's take it to
Sounds good.
Yep.
This week's winner. Let's explain the beat, like what you thought about. You said it made you move to go to second.
Come again?
I said you said when you heard it, it made you change your whole list. Who actually was the person that got out the list because of it?
I can't tell you. I don't want to hurt nobody.
All right.
But at number one, this guy made 2 beats that I fucking loved, and it's the BEETZ.
The BEETZ.
Yeah.
The BEETZ back again. Oh, where's the BEETZ at? The BEETZ that Granddaddy IU made me play 2 times. And he's like, run it back. Run that beat back. Did you send him the BEETZ? Because I know he said he wanted you to send him it too.
Yeah, once you sent me the email, I sent it to him, and I told him I would resequence it because I mean, like I said originally, when he said what he said, I saw right through it. I was like, he don't want to hear the whole beat. He just wanted to hear, how it finished. But the beautiful part about making beats in general is like that's just one sequence. You can always like a puzzle, just rearrange however you want. So, but I was happy he felt it though, man. I was excited. That was dope.
All right, let's give it.
I'm not the one you think I am, brother. I will beat your ass, you understand me? Now don't you ever disrespect me, you understand me? Because I'm not the one you think I am. You understand me? Don't fucking play with me. The BEETZ!
Like, and did you feel any pressure again to deliver, Killer?
Yeah, you have to, cause you in, you know, when people say that, like to say they're the goats, you know, I want to be with the wolves. I've never envied or wanted to be around a goat. Like everybody I'm naming has gotten on tracks of white people. So, you know, my goal is to don't die and kill something.
Yeah, exactly.
I welcome it, you know.
That shit, yo.
So nice.
So
appreciate y'all.
Yo, what was the reason for that? You already explained it.
Yeah. Just that second part. Woo. Fucking loved it.
Appreciate you, Berg, man. Thank you.
All right, Rocco hasn't said nothing. I don't know if his mic's off or not. He hasn't said nothing through the whole show.
I'm on. There's a lot of talkers in here. I'm good.
Most importantly, Rocco gave me a 9.6, man. I remember every score. Quick story. The very first beat I ever did for Producer's Corner, he Stress said my government name, and Rocco gave me like a 7.2. I was like, damn. But at the same time, I was like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool because I thought it was 7.22. So that's why I love Rocco's scoring system. It's accurate. It's it is fair.
I believe so.
That's the right word, yeah.
Well, they got, speaking of Rocco, your pick just left the chat. I don't know where he went.
Yeah.
Who was your pick?
I know I got kicked off for a moment too. It said my bandwidth was low. But my pick was my safe bet, man. Seems like a safe bet nowadays. Artifex, man.
He left. I don't know if he heard the tops, but shout out to Tudor, man.
Yeah, that shit was dope. He
called that
part 3. Yeah, he called it Havoc. So you could, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I love the fact that like that was a real smart choice to lean in and not deny the fact that that was some Mobb Deep shit all day. You know what I'm saying? Instead, he embraced it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like how he didn't try to make it something it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly. I got to take it to my man. He's in here, Mr. Samwell and shit. Shout out to you. Samwell, how long you been with us for?
Maybe like 2-3 months now, 4 months.
Yeah, and you're in New York?
Yeah, I'm in New York.
Yeah, I thought you was overseas for some fucking reason. I don't know, like, boom, and then, because you told me next time we do a thing, you said to let you know, you said you're going to come through, and I'm like, December 4th is the next thing, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah, I'm in Manhattan. I'm bouncing back between here and Westchester. Sometimes I'm in Long Island. I was in Vegas for the longest. I just got back this year, so
speaking
back home again.
What do you used to make beats?
I'm on Reason 10.
Oh, okay, all right. And how long you been doing it for?
On and off since high school, so over 20 years. But it's really only the last couple of years I even started letting people listen to my music. So it's you know, I've been making bigger strides recently, especially since joining this group. You know, it's been really big and kind of helping with motivation and just refining everything I do, which is you know, always a blessing. Appreciate being here. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, welcome aboard, man.
Thank
you. Let them hear the beat. Let them hear the beat. Not the beat. Salute, man. Salute. I like that shit. It gave me a feeling, you know what I mean? And I said when people, the two things that fuck with me is when the fucking singing comes in that shit, I'm like, okay, all right, and it fits the pocket to me and shit. I like that, and of course I'm a drum man, so.
Yeah, that sounded like something you would do. I'm trying.
Yeah,
So-
that has Stress's flavor written all over it.
You know, just speaking of the new format, is a good example because the week before, I wasn't too happy with what I put in, and you know, I got some good feedback, especially about dialing in vocals. So you know, I made sure this week it was in the pocket a little bit more.
The only thing I could say is just add a little more low end to it. You know what I'm saying? Get some more low end.
And you actually called it. I was mixing on headphones this week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I noticed with, you know what I mean, with majority of people, with me at least, I know if I mix on my headphones, when I hear it in my car, I know that the low end's not going to be there for me and shit. But that probably depends on the headphones I have. Like, I'm not going to be able to do it with these headphones, you know what I'm saying, with these Sony. These are really DJ headphones, you know what I mean, and what I use for the show, and you know what I mean? And I have the monitors in the room to be able to mix in, so, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
It's funny. I'm like 90% headphones and then 10% speakers, monitors.
Same.
Yeah, it's
100%
all how the
headphones,
person
yeah.
works. I mean, you can't, like some people like your spot, like you can't blast shit in your spot at certain times and shit.
Well, I mean, even that being said, it's not even because of that. It's just I like being inside of the sound, not outside of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got the headphones on, you're like in the universe of sound. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, I don't know. It's different. Like anytime, no matter what, I've never been able to adjust my ears to monitor speakers. It's always missing something. I'm always hearing more of something, and then you got to remain in the sweet spot where when you got the headphones on, you're in the sweet spot the whole time.
Yeah, I agree totally.
So even now, when it comes to mixing, though, you got so many other factors like cell phones, for instance. Like some people, not me, but they'll listen to like music just solely on a cell phone. So you know, make sure that your low end hits on the cell phone is, as everybody here probably knows, is tricky because it's like you're dealing with cell phone speakers. So it's like between that and then the different type of headphones and stuff like that, it's mad tricky. But
yeah, so you going back and forth from headphones to monitors to different devices.
To the car, you know what I mean? The car, you're saying the
car
car
tests forever.
Yeah. You know what I mean? They're like, nope, oh shit, I noticed that I didn't do that to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you ever think you're gonna mix perfect and you go back and you're like, nope, that's not perfect.
I feel like one of the cheat codes is that I use is I have a real reliable Bluetooth speaker that plays like already mixed music beautifully. So if it sounds good on there and there's no clipping and distortion, I can skip the car, I could skip the cell phone test, I could skip a lot of shit. And a lot of times if it plays good in my headphones, monitors, and that Bluetooth speaker, I'm pretty much good to go anywhere I play it. So a nice, solid, reliable Bluetooth speaker could really do some justice.
I mean, when you get to like them battles, like, you know, like the beats go to them beat conductors, it's a whole different way. It kicks in them big speakers too and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
You know what I mean? You gotta be, you know what I mean? You can think it's good and then you're not getting that hit when them speakers and the mother motherfucking producers are playing that shit. Them just are knocking them fucking subs. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? You never know where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, but salute to y'all brothers, man.
Yes, sir.
We need more sisters back in. Like they all like left us. Like fuck y'all guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they're like, we had like a good 25 of them too throughout the years. But let's see. But I just thought I brought that up. But anyway, salute to you guys. Next week, I hope you guys like the picks. Me and Rocco did it quick. You know what I'm saying? 4 songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, if any of y'all got something, send me the list and I will put it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, playlist. You know what I'm saying? Some people like me, for example, I got joints that like I have vinyl of that I spent like maybe $20 on that vinyl, and I don't want to just put it out there when I went and searched and found that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, and I ain't even listened to the record yet. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm of a different mind. I'm just like, let it all out there. Just give all the information you possibly can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like, God forbid I die tomorrow, and what was holding on to all that shit for? It didn't
Well, I
equal
still got
nothing.
the vinyl.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm
Rocko,
like,
he
yo,
find
if
my
I have any
vinyl,
bit
yeah,
of
like,
information, knowledge, anything, I'm like, just throw it out as fast as I can get it out.
Yeah, you know, we come from that lousy era, man. No,
No. And that's and that's the thing too. And that's the thing. Like, there was a portion of my life where I was a little more guarded. And like, it was like, nah, brother.
That's how we were taught.
You got to get your own. Yeah, exactly.
That's how we were taught.
Yeah, absolutely. No, nobody wasn't giving nothing for free. You know, everybody had to earn stripes and shit. But now I just don't give a fuck. I'm like, whatever, man. Take it.
I remember going back to the day when Transforming came out, the scratching, and I didn't fucking know how to do that shit. I'm like, I can't do this shit. What the fuck are they doing? And these dudes from Boston came down in Connecticut, and Greg Rapp's people, they were in the room and they weren't letting see, and my boy Bill was like this, watching this shit. Then we go back to my house and he starts doing that shit. I'm like, how the fuck are you doing that shit? He's like, I was watching what they were doing. They were trying to hide it, but I seen that shit. Like, boom, you know what I'm saying? And then he was killing it, you know what I mean? He showed me how to do that. All he's doing is hitting the switch on and off while you're moving the record. That's all Transforming is. I'm like, that's it? He goes, yeah. He goes, whatever you do with it from then is on you. I'm like, yo. You know what I mean? Same thing with the crab. Like, you didn't know until you see their fingers doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's hilarious, bro. Like, I give that. You just made a movie for me. I saw that whole shit play out in my mind.
That sound like that Woo Saga shit. Like, yo,
I was like, yo, you know what I mean? But that's what you're saying. Like, people don't want to show you. You know what I'm saying? If you let, like Kubert would say, show everybody, because it's just gonna take us all to more levels and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then when you do so, it gets played fast. Everybody, I ain't do that. Everybody's doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So you got to come up with something else. You know what I mean? Like when everybody was doing the windmill when they were breaking. You know what I mean? A real breaker, but like everybody else is doing that shit. Why am I gonna do it? To show you that I can do it and shit. They'll do something else that nobody else seen. You know what I mean? So
everybody wants to be the original source, the only first one to do it type shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm ill with the Transform and I go to a spot where nobody knows shit about DJ and they see me, they think I'm the illest DJ in the world. But then you throw me with all these executioners and all them motherfuckers, I ain't shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I mean, you gotta put yourself like in that circle with the executioners. You know what I mean? Like that, you gotta try to be better than them, like the producer corner sample challenges.
I think somebody like Kubert though is just, he's on some next level shit, next level thinking, to the point where he's like, good, I want you to learn it and I want you to get good, if not better than me, so then I can do some other shit and still be better than everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's he does that shit for his own motivation. You know what I mean? So that way there's nobody could ever say shit if everyone's all on even playing fields. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kubert, I was talking about the movie Scratch when he was doing all them scratches and all that shit. And he was like, man, that's trash. I don't know why you fucking even watch that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you'd smash me then. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, it's crazy, but shout out to Kubert, man. He's from another planet. Mixmaster Mike said it himself and shit.
Yeah.
Alien status.
You know what I mean? He just wants to get down too, and he's humble and cool as fuck, like a regular person. You know what I mean? He ain't like think he's better than anybody else. He knows it, but he doesn't think it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway,
he'll just he knows it, but instead instead of saying it, he just shows it. You know what I mean? Like once he gets on them turntables, nobody's fucking with him.
Yeah, he said he was getting sick and tired of getting in them battles. He said because he got so many wins. You know what I mean? He's like, I gave up doing that shit. It's like when Martello was getting in the sample challenges, and he's like, I win again. What the fuck? I think Berg would be saying the same shit. Like, yo, I gotta judge again next week. What the fuck, man? Like, yo, but the BEETZ turn is this week and shit. Like, yo, that means we're gonna need you on next week's show, the BEETZ, if you could get on it, man. Like,
man, y'all picking the wrong weekend, man. I got kids. Halloween.
You gotta play.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm definitely gonna do the bits though. Yeah. No. I got you.
But we're gonna. I'm like I said, my plans to get Rex in next week. It could change, but I'm trying to get somebody in there. I was gonna try to get a couple, but I'm like, why not spread it out and have one with us? You know what I'm saying? Every week. You know what I'm saying? So the way
one person.
We were already talking about the like how long the show is getting.
Yeah,
if you have like 3 or 4 guys, you know,
yeah. I mean, this
putting their
could be
critique,
was only us. Yeah, it was only.
It's gonna be 8-hour show.
5 of us in Rocco. Yeah, too. You know what I'm saying? Because we had me and Rocco, Pariah Rebel, Jay Jamel, and Granddaddy IU. You know what I'm saying? And that was cool. I mean, but I'd like to say what people asked to come in is the people who was in the tops of last week are me and Rocco's pick, or when the winner tells me, we'll get them in there so they have them in here for a week. Because I like to put their after show in, but yesterday I wasn't able to. I asked everybody, no, I can't come in. Like the BEETZ, I couldn't. He said he couldn't in, and BERG wasn't here, so I was like, we'll just wait till tomorrow. You know what I mean? And but I'll let you brothers go, man. I hope you guys have the rest of a good day. I know some of y'all it's nighttime almost and shit. Like,
yo, congratulations on the top spot, everybody. Appreciate you, Berg.
Sam Sneaks. Yeah, back at you.
Thanks, Berg.
BEETZ, Doc Spliff, Lazypro, Shashan. I see you over there, Pariah Rebel, BERG, all of y'all, man.
Sam, yo, your beat was dope, bro. Yo, stick with us, man. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know you was from New York. That's dope. That means we had 4 New York producers this week.
Yeah, because it's a Norway takeover happening. You know
yeah, man. I use like another one from Norway. Another one. He's like, yo. I'm like, Norway is not playing, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are coming in, man. They're trying to do a whole after show with just them one time. Like, they're gonna kick me and Rocco out. Get the fuck out of here. We'll host this shit. Like,
yeah. then it's gonna be silent because we don't like to talk.
Yeah. That's why Tudor didn't want to be in fucking shows. Like, I don't like being in them things. I go, why? He goes, because I rather listen and watch. I don't like to be talking and shit. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, we're a quiet people. I think Pariah can agree.
Yeah.
They do talk with a lot of their drum machines and equipment and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, for real, you guys had probably like what 15 producers this weekend? Like, yo, it was a lot, yo.
Yeah.
I kept telling I was like another one from Norway. I said, you guys might as well do an album with Granddaddy IU with Norway producers and shit. Then you could go over there and do a couple shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. But anyway, shout out to all y'all, everybody that's in it. You know what I mean? It's dope, man. But I'm gonna let y'all brothers go. Get to what y'all was doing. Salute to y'all brothers.
Thank you, Chris.
Y'all have a good rest of the day, man. Everybody's watching. We will see y'all all next week. And the BEETZ has a job to do.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.